Sarah and Vinny are waking up the Bay Area. Yeah! Alice at 97.3.
It's Adam Lambert, and this is Ghost Town. I think the overall theme is questioning your ability to love. Have I become bitter or jaded or desensitized to life around me? That's what the song's about. Alice at 97.3.
Died last night in my dreams, walking the streets of some old ghost town. I tried to believe in God and James Dean, but Hollywood sold out. Saw all of the saints lock up the gates I could not enter. Walked into the flames, called out your name, but there was no answer. And now I know my heart is a ghost town. My heart is a ghost town. Last night in my dreams, all the machines had been disconnected. Time was thrown out the wind, and all my friends had been disaffected. Now I'm searching for trust in a city of rust, a city of vampires. Tonight, Elvis is dead, and everyone's spread, and love is a satire. And now I know my heart is a ghost town. My heart is a ghost town. Ooh, my heart is a ghost town. There's no one left in the world, I'm gunslinging. Don't give a damn if I go down, down, down. I got a voice in my head that keeps singing. Oh, my heart is a ghost town. Ooh, my heart is a ghost town. My heart is a ghost town.
Adam Lambert is in the other room. Man, he is a rare bird. The way people stare, they just gather around and stare. We were all staring, and we were staring at the people staring at you. So Adam's coming in just a second. First, we're going to grab the traffic and get that rolling. From the KCBS Traffic Center, here's Jamie. Take it away. My thing got turned off.
What?
I'll play you your
What
midway.
happened?
Midway through.
What's going on?
Take it away, Jamie.
This report brought to you by Hallmark. We've got delays out in Danville. Stop and go traffic, 680 northbound Sycamore Valley Road, all the way out towards Highway 24 because of that early crash in Walnut Creek. Benicia Bridge is still jam-packed because the Marina Vista off-ramp is closed for construction, that going on until October. BART, major delays, up to 30 minutes on the Pittsburgh Bay Point line. Trains now rolling out of Walnut Creek after an early police activity, but again, those delays up to 30 minutes. San Bruno crashed on the shoulder, 280 southbound at 380, so stop and go from Saramani. And if you're making your way across the Bay Bridge, that's just a parking lot. From the maze to the metering lights, all your approaches out of the East Bay are jammed. 580, 880, and 80 especially, well back out of Hercules. Very slow this morning. Mother's Day is 4 days away, so don't forget to tell your mom exactly what she means to you with a Hallmark card. Put your heart to paper and celebrate who she is this Mother's Day. Available wherever Hallmark is sold. Weather cool and cloudy this morning, sunny and warm this afternoon. Highs mid-60s to upper 70s. I'm Jamie with Bay Area traffic on Alice at 97.3 and radioalice.com.
Adam Lambert has joined us in the studio here at Alice. Welcome.
Hello.
It is lovely to see you.
Good to see you too.
You look so good.
Thank you.
And not that you didn't always look good, but you just
Well,
did
there are a
something...
couple times where I did not.
Oh,
Let
is
me
that
tell
so?
you. Yeah, I've seen a couple of those pictures looking back. I'm like, oh, gosh. What was I thinking? Like Liza.
No, not like Liza.
Late Liza, yeah.
No.
There's some bad ones. But you know what? I'm working out. You know, I've cleaned it all up a little bit.
What does that mean?
Streamlined my look a little bit. I'm skipping a lot of the zhuzhing that took up like hours and hours and hours when I was getting ready. It was just too much. It wore me out.
I mean, he's got like a denim vest on with the little bleach stains and ragged around the shoulder. I mean, it's definitely not as polished. You were very glam.
I don't know what
for a while
zhuzhing
there.
means.
Well, it's because you don't have
Fluffing.
hair.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Do you know that this vest, actually this denim vest, was very, very dark a week ago, and I got really crafty, and I have a big sink in my house in the guest room, and I poured a bunch of bleach in there, and I bleached it. I had so much fun.
How
And I got a
80s of you.
for a minute there, I was like, oh, I got to ventilate. I mean, it was a little crazy,
Yeah.
but isn't that fun?
in closed spaces. So you're
Crafty.
telling me you have the kind of time that it takes to craft?
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised to hear it. I would think that you're the busiest guy when you
Well,
know,
it's
your
it's
records-
getting busier, like, as we speak, so
Right.
things are good.
Well, clearly, here
Things
you
are
are
good.
on
Here
your
we
radio
are
tour.
in the morning.
Right. It is. Do you feel like a rare bird when you're sitting in there and everywhere you go, people must just go, oh,
Aw.
Adam. Does it feel weird? Like, okay, you guys can all stop looking at me now.
You know, like when I'm working, quote
Mm-hmm.
unquote, like promoting or whatever, that's a little bit different. But my life's not that abnormal. Like I try to live a pretty down to earth kind of life, you know.
Mm.
in
But this
LA.
was the dream. I mean, when you went to American Idol, you were like, I want to be a professional singer.
Yeah.
That would be
Superstar.
That would be cute.
the best
yeah,
thing in the
yeah,
world.
Yeah.
And you're it.
And you know what? Honestly, when I auditioned for that show, I had no idea. I was like, this, maybe I'll get on the top 10 or whatever it is. You know, as the weeks went on, I was like, wait, is this really happening?
I am hitting my
Really?
stride here.
It's crazy. I have a shot.
But
So-
the appreciation for your voice has gone far beyond that. As I've heard, I read an article with Brian May, as he's the guitarist for Queen, and he's just talking about how you are just a phenomenal, the only singer that could do what they need to be done and for those songs.
Well, we
Yeah,
had
that's
long
sweet.
conversations about you joining Queen. I mean, in fact, yesterday as we were walking around the building, I was like, you know, it was the best thing that could have ever had. Because there's really no one like Paul Rodgers. He's a fine singer, but really taking over for Freddie Mercury is like one of those things that. But do you feel a pressure from them to be locked? I know you've toured with them, you've done, and he's on your record, right? Isn't Brian May on
yeah,
this new
Brian's
record?
playing on one of the songs on the album. Yeah.
Is there like a lot of like, come on, man, just come on.
You know, they're so cool. They've been like, there's never been a moment where I felt like, oh God, they don't like what I'm doing, or it's been open communication, and they've given me a lot of freedom, actually.
Right.
And I always try to like respect the legacy of the band as much as possible, and I ask them like, is this okay? Can I do this? And they're great.
From what I read, that guy loves you. I
Aw.
think he loves you like, please stay. Do more stuff with us.
That's what I mean, like
please.
never leave.
All right.
Stay and never leave.
We have 6 more shows in September in South America.
Oh.
I've never been. I'm really excited.
You
Yeah.
have probably been pretty much everywhere at this point.
Yeah, I've been
now.
to most places, but not South America. And I haven't been to like Israel or Egypt. I'd like to kind of go over there. Haven't been there.
And when you have toured, do you make a point of going out each day to see stuff?
As much as I can. I mean, there are some days on tour where you just have to like hibernate and shut up and save your voice.
I was
but
going to say,
Yeah.
that's actually.
That's the key. Just like silence on days off.
And do you have like a little notepad that says, I'm not talking today?
You know, I actually like, along with saving the voice, sometimes I just have to turn off and save my energy. So I just kind of like chill
Hunker
by
down.
myself. Yeah. Watch a movie, read a book,
Bleach a vest.
bleach a vest. Yeah.
Right. Whatever might be coming up. So this new record, the original High, it's out the 21st of this month?
It's out on
Is it-
June 16th.
Oh, June 16th.
Yeah, the original High. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we got Ghost Town on the 21st. Maybe that was it.
Yeah.
When the whistling you? A lot of people
Okay, the
wondered.
whistling, guys, is not me. I'm a horrible whistler. I co-wrote the song, and we were coming up with the melody, and we realized that it had to be a whistle. It would be the coolest thing.
Right.
And I tried whistling, and my whistling is like,
too.
I can make a noise, but I don't have any control over what note the whistle is. So the guy that I co-wrote it with, he's a very good whistler, and that's, him whistling.
Him.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you do a song with Tovlo on the upcoming
Tovlo's on the
record.
album. She's amazing.
You know, it's funny when I the song where she's high all the time. I remember listening to that first time and going, "Oh my God, can I let my kids listen to this? Like, she's so going to sex clubs and binging on Twinkies." And
I love those lyrics. They crack me up. They're so disarming. Yeah, you're just like, you love this girl. Like, she's just saying exactly what's on her mind, you know?
So sing me a little of that song.
Well, she and I wrote it in Stockholm. It was the first song I actually wrote while I was out there. It's called Rumors. Let me see which part I could do.
Do you want the mic with the reverb on it? We set it up special for you, Adam. We went to a lot of great
I don't know if I
lengths.
want to give it away yet.
Okay, all right.
I don't know if I do. I mean, like, I'm a good sport, but, you know, it's no one's heard it yet. I want them to hear it, like, the record.
In the real.
Yeah. But it's a song about, we wanted to write something kind of about, whether you're, you know, a celebrity or, you know, a regular person, you know, we all have moments where there's gossip going on or there's rumors going around about us. And her and I were kind of laughing about it because she had released Habits, that song, but this is before it really blew up.
Oh.
So, you know, I got to watch her kind of rise a little bit since we wrote the song. And it's interesting because one of the things she was talking about with me was, what is it like, you know, to be, you know, talked about online and on social media, and what does that feel like?
You're about to find out.
I was like, well, girl, you know, here you go. But yeah, we wrote it about, like, you know, hey, there's all these things. Why do we care so much about it? Why do we care about what people think?
I don't know, but we do.
We do. We certainly do.
We're certainly very interested
and then
in that stuff.
like the silver lining to the song is, hey, but you and me, whatever that is, a romantic relationship, a friendship, family, you and me, we don't have to do that.
Right.
We see each other for who we are.
I think when you probably, as you get more famous, you start to appreciate the simple relationships that you have with your family and people that you've known from before.
Yes.
They know the real you.
100%. It feels different.
Right.
Yeah.
You must treasure that.
Yeah, I have the same core group of friends, like, for the longest time in LA that I've had. Yeah, they're really important to me.
Is that where your house is? Do you have a fabulous house now?
Yeah, it's not bad. I just bought my first house last year. It's nothing. It's not like super crazy. It's nice.
Just kind of crazy.
I mean, I've decorated it like a little bit wild, you know. I mean, I had to put some crazy things in there, but there's like a fur rug.
Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty decadent looking. And there's like a crystal. There's this chandelier that I put on my ceiling that's like a ring, and it has like quartz crystals in it. It's very like White Witch.
So are you the guy at the door that's like, you are not coming in if you're wearing those shoes?
Oh no, I allow shoes in my house.
What?
Yeah, I mean,
Even on the fur rug?
I mean, come on, you should.
It's hard to get those
my
boots
boot
off.
collection. I'm not going to leave them at the door. You know, I'm going to wear them around the house and click clack them.
Well, it's funny because I was looking at your Instagram earlier today, and you are into boots.
I love a boot. I love a boot.
Clearly, is that your big passion is shoes?
I have a problem with shoes because you can buy shoes online and not really have to try them on. I don't try on shoes before I don't need to try them on.
You just know
an
what
11 is
size
going
you
to
are.
fit. Yeah, it's going to fit. It's fine. Maybe it needs an insole. Maybe it doesn't. But yeah, you can buy them online and it's really easy.
Do you do Zappos where you just stick it in the box and nail it back?
Soulstruck is the one that I'm obsessed with. Yeah.
Well, I guess that's dangerous.
Very.
Yeah.
Very.
When you're not talking and you're
I just
having your
endorse
alone
them.
time.
I hope I get some credits.
Yeah, hello.
Hey, having listened to you, so I heard you through the American Idol, and I think one of the great songs you did was that Tears for Fears cover.
Oh, yeah.
And then,
God,
heard a couple albums now with kind of dancey tracks, and then obviously we were just mentioning you've been with Queen. But I really think that your voice is perfect for metal. Have you thought about, or do you ever, when you're karaokeing or just jamming with friends, do you ever do just 80s metal?
I had a band before I was an Idol, and it was kind of bordering on like it's pop metal. Yeah, it had like a metal feel to it, and then I realized very quickly that I just didn't like metal. So.
Not your thing.
Not really. I mean, can sing it and want to sing it are two different things. So, it wasn't really my vibe.
You kind of do what you want to do.
Yeah. I love a good rock song though, and there's some. I guess you could consider them metal, but like kind of mainstream metal. Like there's a Metallica song here or there. There's a
that you do for fun, or
Enter Sandman. I did it down in Australia when we were on tour, the first tour. It was really fun.
Is that right?
Yeah.
you want the reverb, Ron?
Yeah, right. You need a lot of reverb if you're going to sing metal. God.
You don't need a lot of reverb if you're going to sing
I love
metal.
a lot of reverb. I demand it.
Oh, really?
More reverb.
Like
yeah.
crank it up?
This isn't wet enough. Yeah.
Funny. You know, we were talking to the engineers as we were getting ready. You know, we said, oh, just in casers, we'll have a little...
I hate a dry vocal sound. It has to be wet. Yeah.
Although sometimes, you know, when you get that like really condensed, actually the beginning of Ghost Town is
It's
kind
crispy.
of that. Yeah.
It's crispy, yeah.
That's kind of
But then,
nice.
then every other phrase, there's like a big echo, which I love. I'm obsessed with that.
Singing from a well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So what about acting? You did some stuff on Glee.
Yeah,
and
that was
you've
fun.
done some shows as well, theater.
Yeah, I spent most of my life before Idol doing theater.
Right.
Doing musicals. And, yeah, I mean, I would love to get back on camera. When I got the call to do Glee, I was like, oh, cool, this will be a challenge. And
Were you a fan of the show?
yeah, I've seen the show. Yeah, totally. Yeah, and you know, I had friends that were on it, dancers that I knew that were on it, and I've been watching it since the beginning. And the funny thing was, I actually auditioned for the show before it started.
Really?
Yeah.
So would that have been before Idol? Mm-hmm. Oh.
Way before Idol, yeah. And it was, I auditioned for the lead guy, the football guy.
Finn.
For Corey, yeah,
Right.
Corey. And didn't get it. The guy told me, he's like, you're really talented, but you're too old. I was like, okay. And then they put me on it anyway,
Well,
after the fact, right?
It was a high school show.
That might have been the let him down easy card.
Maybe, because I think Corey was something like 28 or 29
Yeah.
when he got, but he did look pretty young. So
But when I did the show, I started, when they asked me to do it, I showed up the first day and I was so nervous. And I was like, God, why am I so nervous? And I realized no one auditioned me for this guest spot. I hope I don't suck. Like, what if I'm horrible and I'm on set and they're like, cut.
Oh, no.
I was like worried. I'm like, what if I'm like crap at this, you know? And they're like, cut, do it again, cut, do, you know? So once I got control of my nerves, it was fine. Yeah.
do you do any live singing on that show, or is it all...
It's all pre-recorded.
They pre-record everything.
Yeah.
Is the studio awesome? That they
Yeah, and the
record in?
guys that put together all the songs are so cool. Really, really nice.
We're talking with Adam Lambert, who's here talking about the original High.
Yeah.
Which I assume is just an adrenaline high, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look at you. You're so fit and healthy looking.
I mean, the original high is, there's a lot of different highs out
Sure.
there. So I think it's kind of like whatever.
Wasn't the
it means
original
to you.
High Sex?
That's
Am I
one of
wrong?
them. That's definitely one of them.
Yeah, right?
I could go there. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think that's what I'm so excited about with this album is that it's kind of like we purposely wrote the lyrics to have some sort of kind of they're a little more vague here and there. I wanted everybody to be able to kind of find their own meaning in them, even though they're coming from a personal place. There's a lot of double
and people
meanings.
do. I mean, that's,
Yeah.
you know...
There's a lot of like double things happening in the
Sure.
songs.
It's sometimes it can be disappointing when you hear an artist say, "Here's what it means."
Yeah.
and you've already kind of got your own.
Well, I was saying that to my team the other day. I was like, I don't know if I should be talking so much about all these songs, because doesn't that take some of the connection out for the listener? Like it should be about what it means to them. I asked everybody on Twitter the other day. I said, "What does the song mean to you?" And it was really interesting to read the responses.
Right.
Yeah.
Your team.
Yeah.
You just mentioned your team.
I have a team, yes.
Like a whole.
Managers, publicists, the record label. I mean, you can't do this by yourself.
No.
Yeah.
But it's funny because people think about your posse or your entourage or whatever.
Posse?
But I was, I've been thinking about you for the last few days. We knew that you were
Yeah.
going to come on. I was wondering, like, do you have? I mean, you're not as glam as you used. I mean, you're still very glamorous. Don't get me wrong.
I actually been, as far as like that kind of team, like
Yeah.
a glam team, I've been doing a lot more of it on my own. I mean, I ask for help when I need it, but it's kind of like...
But like for shows and stuff, do you have people who are like
for the Queen
try these
tour, I
on,
had
or-
I had a designer that I worked with, but I get really specific about what I want, and like, no,
So
can we
you
do
need-
something like this, or I get a picture, I want this, and
It's more like, here's what I want, go get it.
could you please
as
find this for
opposed
me?
to-
Yeah,
Right.
Can you
Here's
put,
what I've got for
Can
you.
you put metal on this leather jacket? Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, that's got to be kind of nice.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah. Yeah. Can you call Versace and get them to send the runway piece? They did? Great!
Oh, look at you go.
Yeah,
Nice.
that was
Oh
cool.
my God.
That was a big win. Yeah.
So
I'm
you-
a big old dork.
You're in the middle of getting ready. I would imagine you're meeting with your team as you're getting ready to promote this record.
Yeah.
And you've probably got a lot of shows set up. I mean, you just mentioned Queen for summer.
We don't have
and-
any shows set up yet. The Queen thing's in September. This time is about getting around and talking about it and trying to perform the single. We did the Ellen show last
Yeah.
week. That was great. yeah, I think things will start coming up.
You've done her a couple times, haven't you?
She's great.
Yeah.
She's so great.
Is she as nice in person?
Totally. Like,
Really?
this, like,
Did she prank you?
Not yet. She hasn't
right.
pranked me before. You know, she's one of those people. Some people you meet and they're a little bit aloof, but Ellen like looks you right in the eye and connects with you. It's great.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I was just reading about Sam Smith and how he's blown out his voice.
Poor guy.
I know.
I think he's
it's
probably better by
awful.
now.
He isn't. He just flew to the States to get a specialist, and I was wondering, like,
I had a hemorrhage once. I had the same thing happen to me once, years and years ago.
Before Idol?
Yeah, and it was really scary because I was like, something's wrong. And I went to a specialist, and he was like, you have to shut up for a whole week. And I thought, well, that's never going to happen. But I did it.
Yeah.
I shut up, and it came back. So I'm sure he's going to be fine.
I'm sure, right?
Yeah,
That's got to be so
I don't know
scary.
him well, but like we like text every once in a while. He's such a nice guy.
Oh.
Such a nice guy. Yeah.
Do you have a million famous friends now? Is that how this
No,
goes?
I really don't. I don't think famous people like me that much.
What?
Because I have a big mouth. They're like, I can't tell him my secrets. He's going to tell them. I do.
Do you tell secrets?
Well, it's
You
not that
haven't
I'm not a gossiper. It's
Right.
more that I just don't
You're just
have any.
open.
I'm very open, and that, you know.
You can't
when
remember
you're-
what people said not to say.
Yeah, or more about myself even. Like, I have a hard time kind of like remembering, oh yeah, everybody doesn't want to know everything about you all the time. So I'm learning.
Well,
I'm still learning.
People do want to know everything about you, so
It's
it's
confusing.
It's almost a dangerous way to be because then you're like, oh, I said that?
Exactly.
I
No,
revealed that?
That's the problem. And sometimes you say one thing, and then that, of course, the game of telephone exists, as
Right.
we all know. I mean,
Yes.
you know, the
He said.
the headline turns into that. You're like, I didn't say that. What? So
Have you tried to date any other celebrities? Does that work at all?
Never try to date a celebrity.
Why not?
Anybody into it? You know, give me a call.
So you've just
I
never
haven't
met?
ever-
There's no celebrity where you're like, oh my God, I would love to.
No,
What?
it's never come up. It really
Is there
hasn't.
a dream guy? Like, who do you think, gay or straight, is the
don't know.
guy
I
right
don't
now? Like, if
know.
you could,
You know, I'm like,
you don't have a dream guy.
I have like a kind of a type, but
What's that?
I mean, I usually like go for guys that are a little younger than me, a little bit, because I'm an old man these days. Like mid-20s usually. That's good. Yeah, pretty.
You find Justin Bieber handsome?
I don't know who. What is this?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, he doesn't have his headphones on. I didn't even
That was me,
notice.
the guy that was talking to you in the other room. Hey, do you find Justin Bieber handsome?
Yeah, he's a good-looking guy,
So he would be.
he's so-
but I wouldn't. No, that's not for me.
All right.
And plus, he's not for me. I mean, I think it's not my team.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But, I mean, this is all just rhetorical. Like,
Yeah.
of all the guys.
his Calvin Klein ad was wonderful.
Oh,
Kudos. Yeah, I thought it looked good. Yeah,
Look pretty good. Do you watch
Yeah.
SNL at all? Have you ever seen the girl who parodies him on there? Oh, my God.
it's so funny.
It's great.
It's so funny.
You've done SNL, haven't
Never
you?
done SNL.
Oh.
No, I'd love
You should
to.
do that.
That'd be fun.
I would love to see you on there.
That'd be fun. Well, let's keep spinning this record and maybe.
I know. Let's make that happen. Yeah, Ghost Town is the record. Do you? We're almost out of time, but if you feel like singing, we have the reverb mic for you, and you can karaoke something.
Do you know it's? 8,
I'm just saying.
It is 8 in the morning.
That's
I'm having a hard
exactly
time talking.
That's exactly what Benito goes. It's 8 in the morning. He's not going to want to do it.
They worked so hard getting this mic ready. I'm like, you guys, he's gonna come in and go. It's
Just
8
in
in the
case.
morning.
Oh my God!
Get off me.
Just in case.
I can't wait for you guys to hear this album.
I can't
I'm
wait either.
So excited.
I thought you were actually going to sing a little of the Boyle.
My favorite thing is I was looking online and I have a couple of older fans who I love, and they were like, "Oh, we love the song and oh, his voice and the guitar." I don't really understand the techno part of this song.
Funny.
I thought that was so funny. I was like, "Well, that's because it's for your grandkids."
Yeah, it's a very modern song.
But you know, I'm really glad
man.
that people are excited about it, and I think that fans are gonna love the album because there's some dance songs on the album. There's a huge ballad on the album. There's some, you know, the Tovlo song has like kind of like a hip hop beat to it. I mean, it's gonna be something for
You look
everybody. I'm
excited. You look like you're
I just
about to
can't wait for
burst.
people to hear it because I don't think they understand what they're in for yet.
Adam Lambert, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having
it's
me.
wonderful to see you again, and it's nice to see that you're just as friendly and happy as you were the last time you came through here.
Thank you.
You never know. Sometimes people get a little
Do
jaded.
they?
Don't do that.
Who does?
People.
Who?
People.
Name names. I gotta know.
Adam Levine.
Okay,
You
we'll
tell
go
me. You tell me who's
Adam
awful.
Levine is one that Hooman just yelled at, but I was thinking Ed Norton Jr. immediately off the top of my head. I'm like, oh my
Ooh,
God.
the gossip train.
You said you don't like gossip. I don't want to tell you.
Yeah, no gossip. No.
Thank you for being here. Good luck
Yeah.
with the record. We love Ghost Town. We just played it. I don't know if you heard it, but we were just playing it.
Thank you.
Oh, by the way, we did the Dude app for Adam.
Oh, yeah.
He was 79% dude and hashtag loves his phone.
It's true.
And you are a
I think
selfie guy.
I think that's pretty true.
Thank you so much
Thanks
for being
having
here.
me.
Adam Lambert, everybody.
Bye.